So, I'm trying to keep my videos short so I can post them to Facebook. I want to make note, I did water this probably 3 times throughout. As you see it start getting dry, just add a little more water, mix it around, check it by making clumps, and go from there. Also want to make note, it is not a perfect system. There is going to be a mess, but that's why we have the vacuum. It's better than doing it out in the cold. I don't have a greenhouse, so this is what I got. Also want to show that you don't have to fight the dirt so much when you're filling these. I know some people are very worried about if they're moving their dirt or making it too hard. ProMix is very soft. It's got a lot of cocoa peat and just a lot of organic material, so it stays soft even when it's wet and pressed. So don't fight filling these too much or worry about them, because all you're going to do is just slide over, fill your pots, even everything out. There's nothing to worry about. Seeds are tough little buggers, and they will come through even in worse dirt than this. And this is fairly decent stuff. Just a little bit. But this is my last one, and we'll get to planting seeds here shortly. All seed trays are filled. And that's what I'm starting with. I have about 4 or 5 more I gotta fill. But purpose of the video, this is what I'm starting with today. Now it's time to clean up the little bit of a mess, and we'll get to seed planting. So, mess is all cleaned up, and we're gonna get ready to get seeds put in. So at this point, get yourself a pen you don't use. And you're going to use, if I can get it to focus again, you're going to use the tip as a guide. So the very tippy top will be a guide. Bigger seeds you can use anywhere in between the tip and down to this smaller point. And all I do is find the middle and go in just a little ways. And I'll go up and down. You can put 1, 2, 3 spots in each one of these cells. As we know, germination is not always 100%. As for what you want to start with, you can start with whatever you want. These cells, once the plant is probably as high as my pen, maybe a little bit shorter depending on the type of plant, I will transplant into a bigger square. And that square is about one of these width and about 4 inches deep. Keep your bottom tray, because those squares fit in there as well. And it just keeps everything a little bit nicer and cleaner. This tray, I haven't decided what it's going to be yet, but these are what we're starting with. I might just do an herb tray to start with. Sunflowers, obviously, I'm not going to start those. Those will just go right in the ground. Like basil, sage, my cilantro. I'm going to try some of that. These seeds were bought by M.I. Gardner. Great place to get seeds. They're 99 cents. He's got a lot of great things there. I have been collecting seeds for quite some time. Seed Savers out of Iowa, Decorah, Iowa, is a great place to get seeds as well. These will be one that I'll be starting. Don't know where these are from. Most seeds that you buy in a packet like this are not GMO. It would cost too much money for the random person to grow GMO seeds like these. organic. Organic is a loose term. They're seeds. They're saved. These seeds, yes, they might have been sprayed with something that's still in that loophole. Will the seeds hold on to that spray? Trace amounts. I don't imagine that if you tested your plants for anything that you don't want in it, if you're worried, none of it would come up. I don't even think a test would find after you're growing. And if you're not putting anything too chemically, or if you use chemicals, whatever, the only way it's going to show up is if you're putting chemicals on it and tested it. I try to go as organic as I can, all natural, but I don't worry about my seeds that I buy. There's no reason to worry about them. They're just, you're not getting GMO. Yes, it's good to look and see where you're getting your seeds, who's ordering them, who's a part of it, because that's great about free markets. You can choose where you want to get your stuff. This I got at Natural Grocers. I just like this variety, but I do like to use seeds from different places. Again, this is Seed Savers Exchange. All their stuff is obviously non-GMO, organic. I think the most harmful thing they might use is probably diatomaceous earth. I've been there. Decorah, Iowa is where I got these. Great place. You can call them. You can order their book for ordering seeds, and they got all kinds of other supplies. But that's it. I would imagine the rest is self-explanatory. I'm going to plant seeds. When I get all my seeds in there, I'm going to take the watering can and I'm going to water over them. I'm not going to press. I'm not going to press down to get my seeds covered. I'm going to let the water do that work. And then some of these will get a heat mat underneath them and a top. Other than that, in a couple days I will post a video on my light setup to get all these guys growing.